in the book of the Babylon. They couldn't discern the king's dream. The king said, if you can't tell me this dream without me retelling it to you, or hinting or giving you some form of understanding of what dream I had, if you can't tell that dream to me without me telling it to you, then you ain't shit. You a lie and you a phony, man. And what did Daniel do? Because the king was going to put to death all of the wise men in Egypt, including Daniel, Anrek, Meshach, and Abednego. But they prayed unto the Lord, and the Lord gave Daniel the understanding without Nebuchadnezzar even telling him what the hell he dreamed about, man. So you can't tell me that understanding that the secrets of the Most High is not revealed through the Most High giving it. Through the Most High giving His Holy Spirit, man. That's what's happening to the men of the Lord. That's the reason why we're waking up to who we truly are. That's the reason why we understand this book. So he that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High shall do what? When you go to go grab Deuteronomy 29 and 29, Baba.
This is Amos 3 and 7. It says, surely the Lord would do nothing. Surely the Lord would do nothing, but He revealeth His secrets unto His servants, the prophets. He revealeth His secrets unto His servants, the prophets. By way of what? By sending that Holy Spirit, man. Let me grab this real fast. Let me read that real quick as we go. The lion hath roared, and who would not fear? The Lord has spoken, and who can but prophesy? So it says, when a lion roars in the wilderness, you'll see people look up, or animals peek their head. They will not fear from a lion out there. You got to make sure where that lion at, because the lion's gonna be in that thicket. You know what I mean? And he said, he said, the Lord has spoken. Who can but fear? I mean, who can but prophesy? Somebody, I don't know what's going on with that. But it's only his elect, his prophets. That's the only one that could do it. Who could prophesy on this, man? So we sending a message, and we're actually sending a disaster message to the rest of these nations, while we're trying to get the ground up the elect for to understand, to know that, to be sealed, because we can't. How you gonna be with an ankh and try to say you say shalom? It's shalom. You got an ankh with American flag pants, and you saying shalom? That nigga's drunk, man. Yeah, so that's Amos 3 and 3. Who can two walk together except they be agreed? We can't walk with nobody that's in the philosophies of Egypt and saying Israelites in the same breath. A woman told me recently, said she had an Israelite star of David, which we don't use those. She said, she told me, and she said, we're Ethiopian. Now, it doesn't make sense. You can tell they don't study or even take time to themselves to sit back and talk to somebody that really understand. They go to these churches and keep their book closed, read the scripture and close it. And they don't understand what this really is about. And on top of it, it was a woman, you know what I mean? She didn't care. She probably was like 60, but don't know what how not to mix wickedness and righteousness together. That's what she's doing, and don't understand it. But that's why the Lord's got to correct this thing. That's why we got to wait upon the Lord, who's going to straighten all this shit out. So like y'all. Go ahead.
Oh, this is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, our power. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
God, so those secrets belong unto us, man. Those things that are revealed, you know, they belong to us. The secrets is the word of the Most High Heavenly Father. The secrets is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, and this is wisdom of Solomon 9 and 14. It says, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. For the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind that museth upon many things. So the earthly mind is always constantly thinking about a bunch of things that don't even matter, man. You know, so that's the reason why that guy is into Egyptology. But he's saying shalom, and he's saying he's reading the Bible. And he got American flag pants on and saying shalom. His mind is musing upon many things, you know. The truth is whatever in this place, the truth is whatever a man makes it, man.
Right.
Whatever he thinks is the truth. But that's not so. The truth is the secrets of the Most High Heavenly Father that are only revealed unto his prophets, man. And you, who are you to reply against the Most High and say, okay, well, why would the Most High only give it to them? Because the Most High didn't want you to get it. The Most High chose your delusion so that you can be destroyed, man. Because the Most High ain't dealing with you because you're wicked as hell, man. Verse 16, it says, and hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon the earth, and with labor do we find the things that are before us. But the things that are in heaven, who have searched out. So the things that are in heaven, the things that are secret, who have searched out. It says in thy counsel, who have known, except thou give wisdom and send thy Holy Spirit from above. So it's through the Holy Spirit that we understand these secrets, that we understand these mysteries, that we understand the things of the Most High Heavenly Father. And where those secrets, it ain't like that this word ain't accessible to everybody. You know, anybody can pick up the Bible and read it, but everybody don't have understanding. So the Most High got his prophets set up to prophesy and to teach you the true understanding for as many that will receive it. And those that receive it, you got to stand in the secrets of the Most High. You got to let wisdom and knowledge be the stability of your times, man. You can't falter. You can't turn to the right hand or to the left. You can't faint. You can't give up. You can't lack courage, man. But you got to get that word into the end, because that word, believing in it, believing in Yahweh, believing in YAHWASHI, that's what's going to get you to where you need to be, man. Go ahead, Psalms 91.
Psalms 91, starting back at verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You're going to abide under the protection of the Almighty. You're going to abide in those chariots when the Lord comes to redeem you, to take you away from this shithole, man. America is a goddamn shithole, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I will say.
And it smell like doo-doo because all of these butt pluggers walking around.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I will say of the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. In him will I trust. I was trusting the Most High. I'm not about to trust in the devil that'll oppress my people, man. To protect me, to watch over me. They're preparing different devices against you, man. And like it says in the book of Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, that their hands cannot perform their enterprises. They're meeting in secret. They're meeting in dark places, man, to come after the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Here it is, all of these people are against us. They're even meeting to come against you. They're preparing false flag events so that they can bring about the RFID chip and the biometric system to enslave you people. But a lot of you people will take that chip because you love America. Go ahead and take it, man. Because a lot of you deserve death anyway. That's right.
You wicked ass people, man. Go ahead.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
The Lord is going to deliver his elect, the chosen men, from the snare of the fowler. The snare of the fowler is the ICBM missiles. You think Kim Jong-il, whatever they, Kim Jong-un, this whatever, it sounds like silverware hitting the ground. You think that he's making ICBM missiles for nothing? You think that China has ICBM missiles for nothing? You think that Russia has ICBM missiles for nothing? And she's claimed for the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord is preparing these ICBM missiles so that America can be destroyed, man. Jump over to Isaiah, read Isaiah 54 and 16. And can somebody grab Revelations 17 and 16?
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. The Most High is creating these people. He has created these people and put it in their minds to develop these high-grade weaponry, man, so that he can use it for his purpose, for his will. And his will is to destroy the wicked.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
The waster is that ICBM missile, because that's exactly what it's going to do. You know, when it comes, Revelations in the 9th chapter, somebody, Baba Bashar, it started at 16. You know, this is the judgment that's coming upon this place for being wicked. This is the judgment that's come upon America for having shops set up like bonobos, man.